The Yamaha RX100 is a 98cc two-stroke single-cylinder air-cooled motorcycle that was manufactured between 1985 and 1995 in Japan and India. History. The Yamaha RX100 was launched in late 1980 in Japan, and produced there until 1983. The bikes manufactured between 1985 and 1987 were knockdown kits and were simply assembled in India and Indonesia. Only the model produced in Japan had disc brakes. The only major changes that the bike underwent was that it was upgraded from a 6-volt electrical system to a 12-volt system, and the CDI for the ignition and timing. The bike's production run lasted from November 1985, March 1996. Various mods like expansion chambers, and fifth gear. The model was followed by the 11.8 bhp 132cc RXG, which had a faulty ignition system, which was replaced by the company at no cost. Next came the RX135, which was essentially a rebadged RXG. The RXZ was launched with a sportier headlamp fairing. Finally, in the year 2000 to 2001 were launched the 16 bhp RX135 and the RXZ. These met with lukewarm response. The final variant was a 4-speed RX135 with a catalytic converter silencer, sporting a fuel gauge and speedometer with white dials, which was sold very briefly in 2003. The newest RX100s available in the market today are 13 years old. Yet, there are people who are still looking out for one. The old advertising campaign slogans "Born to Lead" and "Ahead of the 100s" are aptly justified by this mean machine. Successes. The bike's production run lasted from November 1985 to March 1996. Various modifications like expansion chambers, disc brake and fifth gear. The model was followed by the 132cc RXG. Then came the RX135, which was essentially a rebadged RXG. The RXZ was launched with a sportier headlamp fairing. Modification. Finally, in the year 1995 to 2001 the RX115 and RX135 was launched along with the RXZ100. Both had a 5-speed gearbox and a catalytic converter silencer. The final variant was a 4-speed RX135 with a catalytic converter, sporting a fuel gauge and speedometer with white dials, which was sold very briefly in 2003. References. Google